Hi friends, Trisha Goyer here, and right now we're going to be talking about 5 ways to stay motivated as a homeschooling teacher. Now, I've been homeschooling since 1994 when my son Corey turned 5. He is now 30. That is 25 years. So, yeah, I'm a homeschooling teacher. I could do the math. I've been homeschooling for 25 years, but I also have a lot of kids that I am still homeschooling. This year we are homeschooling 6. So, just to give you an idea, my kids are 30, 27, 25, 19, 16, 16, 14, 12, 9, and 8. 8. I'm going to be homeschooling for a long time still. But there are days that homeschooling is the best thing ever. There are days that I really need motivation. So these are things that keep me motivated as a homeschooling mom. First of all, I think about my kids looking back at their homeschool with fondness. Okay, this sounds kind of silly, but if I'm going to be the grumpy mom and just be complaining about it, which we don't want to do that because we're grumble free, right? I have a book. Let me show you my book. Grumble for Year. That's just a bonus. We want to have them look back on it with fondness. So I want to think about this time where maybe we're not going to get every page worksheet done that week, but maybe we'll have fun making dinner together, going on a walk, enjoying great books together, deciding to play a board game in the middle of the day. I want them to look back on the days with fondness. So, number one, that's what motivates me. Remember that they're going to remember. They're going to look back at this time. Like, we can make this a good day. We can choose to. All right, number two, read aloud a book to my kids. I love reading. I love books. There are so many books that I've heard great things about that I have not read. And so sometimes when I'm laying there and I'm thinking, I'm so tired, I'd rather just go to Starbucks and read my own novels. Instead, I'll tell myself, I can get up, I can read aloud to my kids, and we could totally call this part of school. So that's an encouragement, keeps me motivated. Think about what you like to do. And I think so many times when it comes to homeschooling, we think about our kids' natural things and what they like, and if they're auditory learners or visual learners or kinesthetic learners, I think that's how you say that word, what they like, and we do want to focus on that, and we do want to work with them on the subjects that they're excited about. But also, when you take care of yourself as a homeschooling mom, when you do things that you like to do, then it makes it fun. And when you are having fun as a homeschooling mom, I guarantee it'll be a lot more fun for your kids. So for me, it's reading out loud. Okay, number 3, what keeps me motivated at dinner? We like to sit around the table. That's one of our goals as a family. I have my kids tell their dad what they learned during the day. So we'll go around. It doesn't have to be like your oldest, youngest, or youngest, oldest, or any of those things. I'll say, who wants to share something that you learned today? Often there's the extroverted kids that want to jump in there and tell dad. And I was noticing the little kids had all the stuff they want to tell the teenagers, not so much. So what I'm having them do this year is we love World Magazine. I have World Magazine teen subscription. So they will write 200 words on one of the articles. I have them do that 3 times a week, and then they just read that out loud. And they feel so accomplished as all the family's like, wow, I didn't know that about China, or I didn't know about that about marsupials, or I don't know, whatever their little stories about. They will write in their own words and then share it at dinner, and it motivates me. I'm like, oh my goodness, these kids are learning. This is amazing. And then I realized okay, maybe it's working, this homeschooling thing. Okay, another thing that motivates me is to help a new homeschooling mom. It makes me feel inspired, and it reminds me how far I've come. And I'm on a couple of little forums, and I just kind of hide in there and see what people are talking about. But if someone's like, oh, I'm really struggling with this, or I'll just say, hey, have you tried this book? Or maybe read this, or just inspiring, or making this video. I like doing this. This motivates me. Sharing with other homeschooling moms what has worked for me really just encourages me, and I love helping people. So it kind of feeds my soul and keeps me motivated and makes me know that not only have I been educating my kids, but maybe I've learned something myself along the way. Okay, I've learned a lot along the way. And then the next thing, number 5, the thing that motivates me is take homeschooling outside of the home. Now, of course, we hear about like nature walks or bike rides, all those things, visit a museum, but some things that motivate me even more are serving our community. So my kids come, they help in our teen mom support group, they do childcare, they help sort baby clothes. We also are joining a community Bible study together. They do homeschooling classes, which is a huge win. So getting them outside of the home, into the community, serving others really motivates me because it reminds me it's not just about what they learn within the books. It's also about what they get when they're interacting with great people, when they're helping people, when they're serving. So those are my 5 tips for what keeps me motivated as a homeschooling mom. Also, we're going to have information in the links about a free ebook that I wrote that calls Make Homeschool Easier. And I'll just have more tips, hopefully, if you're struggling, or even if you're not struggling, I think there's tips that you can pick up and use. And I hope that you will be encouraged. And I would love to hear what keeps you motivated as a homeschooling mom. Leave a comment and let me know.